Very consistent. If a nigga drink Hennessy, that's what the fuck that nigga drink. That's what he drink. Hennessy. You ain't gotta keep asking. That's what he drink on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, his birthday, Jesus' birthday, Hennessy. If they don't have Hennessy, he will take Remy as a backup. That's as far as it goes. White people don't care what they drink. All they care about is what they say.
What's going on, everybody? We back in the building for another episode of the Make It Make Sense podcast. It's your boy Cash here with another
Tell
episode
me what's
with
the mission?
in the building.
We smoking or we drinking?
We got
Matter of
two
fact,
souls.
let's do both.
We got
Grab
G
a cup, let's make a toast.
And we
this
got
for the
Red.
night you can't remember, and the days you can't
the
forget.
The full horse. That you
Already back again. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
I feel everything good, everything right, everything blessed. Listen, man, it's the only way to live. Good positive energy. Keep moving it forward. That's it.
Enjoying your summers?
Yes, man.
Can we adjust this elephant?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We could get it out the way early. For those who are wondering who's the corpse to the left, that's G's.
We transported his body.
Yeah, he had a little, before the episode.
Yeah, it's
But he'll wake up and join us at some point.
yeah, it gotta happen.
Did we address that other feeling enough for you, Red?
Yeah.
Nah, but we still involved.
Yeah.
When he rises,
We still
he'll have
involved. You know what I'm
commentary
saying?
for you guys.
Still alive.
Yeah, right?
Hold on.
He said, I'm
Yo,
still
it's
alive.
young Hugh. It's young Hugh. You already know.
Dude in the Bulls jersey.
Might skip. I told you. Stop hitting the tape.
We back for another episode, though. Y'all appreciate everyone for joining us.
Yes.
All four of us in the building here for another episode. I want to start by saying thank you guys for all the listeners. We up over 20,000 downloads, y'all. We appreciate that. We really do. And as usual, you can find us on Apple, Spotify, Google, Good Pods. We on iHeart as well now, and we on Amazon as well. So you can find us in all those locations and on YouTube. Dollars MIMS. Follow the channel, like, subscribe. We're growing on there, all of that stuff. So we appreciate the love, and also leave comments, because if you leave comments, we're gonna read them on the show. It might even be a topic on the show. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, we appreciate all of that.
Definitely.
There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody, anything to add before we get this show on the road?
Please.
Hold on 1 second. All right, so I guess let's get right to it. That's what the man said. I don't know if y'all saw what
Can't make this shit
I don't know
up.
if y'all heard, but let's get straight to it. That's what he said.
He's gonna join us weekend at Bernie style soon. So the first topic we wanted to get into was Torey Lanez got a decade, y'all.
I know that.
We
that's
touched on this
crazy to
topic.
me.
We all gave our insight on where we felt on where he stood. So for those who don't remember, before you guys give your thoughts on where you thought about him getting a decade, just fill the people in on where you stood on it. Me personally, I thought he was innocent.
Honestly,
Still
I don't think.
I think he was guilty of something, but not what they charge him with. And I think him getting a decade is crazy.
First of all, free Tory, bro. Straight up, I fuck with Tory.
That's
music and all
controversial.
that. I mess with his music, bro. I mess with his music. Megan, yo, we still love you too, boo boo. So don't worry about that. I fuck with your music too. But I don't never like seeing a black man locked down like that, and we don't even know the real circumstances and everything else like that. But I don't know if he did it or didn't do it. But I'm on Tory's side. Let me just see if Jeezy wanted to.
So you with Tory? Commentator G's, anything? No, G's got nothing to say. Go ahead, Ray.
So
I don't know how you're supposed to do a whole episode like this and ask him what his commentary is.
We'll just see what he got to
We
say.
gotta see what he got to say, because he's gonna wake up eventually.
Well, little fact is, I think Tory has more than one lawyer. One of his lawyers happens to be Jose Baez. Now, if you pay attention, I think, Cash, you know who Jose Baez is. He also represented Aaron Hernandez, Casey Anthony, and representation for Harvey Weinstein. Or Weinstein, how do you say his name?
High profile cases.
He also said that he might face deportation, but not right now. They're just trying to go for him to be released to some kind of substance abuse treatment program, and for him to get, what's that, probation?
Yeah.
So I think it's messed up. He probably knew at some point that relationship between him and Megan was toxic, and he should have excused himself from that to avoid anything like this happening. It's a messed up situation, but hopefully he'll learn from it.
You weren't with us, Red, when we did that episode, or you two, so I'm gonna get where you stand. You think he shot her?
Personally, me,
Yeah.
I don't think he shot her.
Tuso? Because you weren't with us on that episode either. So
Like, I don't think, and I kind of believe Torey. I'm not trying to be disrespect, but let me see, Jeezy. How you feel about the Torey shoot Megan or no?
I think he's. I think that was a yes or no.
He's
Say he shot
rising.
her. Say he
The
shot
Phoenix
her.
is rising.
He has risen.
Say he shot her.
He has risen.
Say he shot her.
So
Why'd you think he shot her, though?
it seemed
I
like
mean,
we all universal
because
on
it's Torey. Okay.
thinking that he didn't shoot her. So if none of us think he did, then
She
the
definitely
decade is
got
crazy.
shot because she had bullet fragments in her foot. But
I feel like
yeah.
I personally think it was a friend. Like I said from then, I still think he was guilty of sleeping with two friends, and that shit went left
and it got
at
crazy.
that moment, and they were drunk. You know, like whatever happened. But I personally thought it was her friend.
And
But
I feel like, honestly, and sometimes if you handle weapons and everybody know how
Drugs and
watch the
alcohol.
cop shows, etc.
Don't
you can
mix.
get ricochets. Ricochets can you know, you get fragments from ricochets. If a gun goes off right near you somewhere or whatever the case may be.
from straight.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing is I truly feel like the person with the most money won. Like that's what it came down to.
She had a
Meg
stronger
was
team
big.
behind
Yeah,
her.
she
Roc
had Roc
Nation.
Nation behind her. You know, she's bigger than him,
Right.
and that's what it came down to. I felt like if he had more money, if he was the bigger artist, he could have came out on top of this.
But yeah, I know
Plus,
he got threatened by
an
Roc
American
Nation.
citizen,
He got
so-
threatened by Roc Nation.
Yeah,
Is what
we
he's put
touched
out.
on that.
what he
Yeah,
put
that's
out.
that was his
I'm
side.
not saying I don't know, but that's what he put out. Is that Roc Nation kind of threatened him, and he said, "If you say or whatever about the situation, and then don't do that, and then look where he at."
For it, yeah. So
So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's the power of the dollar.
we all say how we felt about it as far as we
Power
don't
of
really
dollar.
think he did it, and as far as the time, just right, not right, too much.
I
10
think it's too
years,
much
bro.
time. Even if they did give him jail time, they should have gave him something 5 years or
I give
less,
him
and they
5.
should have gave him probation.
I give him a Weezy sentence, 1 year, and then probation, and then you back at it.
I think
He
1
did
year is
like
too
9 months.
lenient, especially
What
when a
Weezy
gun
do?
is involved.
Yeah, because
but
it was a high profile
What
case,
T.I.
and the
do?
fact that
What
he
T.I.
fought
do?
it,
What Weezy do? He need that time.
but he fought it, so you already know when you fight,
That's the problem.
you're already upsetting
Oh,
them. You
word?
didn't take the
Alright,
plea,
bet.
and
he should have got a Weezy or T.I. time. 1 year, 1.5, whatever, get out. Which is really like 8 months.
I do think that's a lot of time. But being at his state, I know he
7
don't got to
months.
do the whole 10 years.
That's basically
like
taking the
2/3 of
summer off.
time. Yeah, so it's like 6-7 years. But that's that plus deportation.
Deportation is crazy.
It's a lot.
possibility.
Yeah,
crazy,
it's
yeah.
they probably gonna get him up out of here.
They
We're
gonna
gonna
get
have
him.
to wait a
Just
decade
'cause-
to see. I don't know.
To make a point.
I don't know
Just
if
to
they
make
will
a
still be
point.
doing this a decade from now to touch it to touch
Yo,
touch
just-
back
just to
on
make
whether
a
or not he
point.
served that time.
Just to make a point, they're gonna do it to him. Yo, go
Just
back
to-
home.
I feel like
Don't
the
do no
example's
music in
been
America,
made.
bro.
That example's been made.
Feel me?
I'm
But yeah,
sure
they
that
gonna-
example's been made. Before we move off of him real quick, do you guys think when he gets out, whenever that is, depending on the pills or whatever, do you guys ever think he'll get his career back?
Yeah. People fuck with Torey heavy. I mean, I feel like, I ain't gonna hold you, it's a lot of people. I'm surprised. I mean, I don't know if I can say this or not say it, but like, white women, they love him. They love him. You get the white audience, bro.
I mean, he is Canadian, so
That's what I'm saying. They love him.
So that's a yes for two. So Red,
He ain't nobody.
yeah, but it's still some type of abuse against women, so that's still frowned upon.
That's an eggshell. You're right.
so that's a no for you, Red.
I don't think so. And you know, music is constantly changing, so who knows? I don't know if he's going to be able to connect with the fans.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna have to say he's donezo. You seen Sean? Niggas go to jail. Decades a long time. Music changed so
Sean ain't have
rapidly.
it.
I feel like in 6 months you could get forgotten. Let
that's a
alone
fact.
however long he
can
about
make
to
him-
go
you can
away.
make- you can
And it's
make
not
2
like
million.
he was.
You can make $2 million in like 2 months and be done. Yeah.
Maybe not to say he can't make money no more, but his music career, I don't think it'll ever get to where
'Cause
he
you're not gonna
was
be doing
at
shows.
the peak.
You're not gonna be able to do shows.
Yeah, too much time. I think it's
Probation
gonna have
prohibited.
elapsed. Yeah, I just
You're gonna
don't.
be in
I
house
don't think it's
arrest.
gonna happen
You
for
ain't be
him.
able to do shows.
He doesn't have memorable hits.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, nah, he does. Tory got
he
his.
does.
Even though I personally
Tory-
not a big listener
Tory-
of him,
Tory
he
got
do
it.
got a
Tory
lot
got-
of
Tory
his.
got
Say
some
it.
You wouldn't want a young nigga if I wasn't whipping this foreign. Try I came back top down. You gon' have to do more than just
It Let Me Love You.
Tory got some fire.
His mixtapes, I know
mixtapes,
people used to go crazy
fire.
for his mixtapes. Like that was a big deal.
And he got bars, low key. Like, I don't know if people really heard Tory like rap. He raps rap.
Oh, yeah, he got that.
Yes.
He raps rap.
TikTok rap.
So we're gonna see. It looks like we
Nah, that's
all
just trash.
Jeremiah
He got
that
real
plays-
rap, son.
No, that's
we all pretty much on the side of we didn't think
Listen, Megan,
he
we
did
not
it
against
and the
you,
time
Megan.
was fair. But we're gonna see. Except
Megan,
G's, we don't know where
I
he's.
mess with you, Megan. I ain't gonna
G's?
hold you. You're a baddie. G's, how you fuck with
No.
Tory or Megan?
Oh, he's just gonna fill in for Ron now.
I think he going with Megan on this topic.
He had no response.
On this topic,
So
I think he's going with Megan.
we'll see. We'll
I
see what
think,
happens, right? So you could just give your
Yeah, I think he's
insights.
gonna go
This is
with
gonna be
Megan.
crazy because I can't do nothing about YouTube for that.
Yeah, that's what we do.
It's really. I'm
But
gonna
this
just put the
is-
Weekend and Bernie's shit
Oh yeah, just over it. We can put
flopping
it.
around or some shit. I don't know.
Put that
could
dancing
put
baby
that-
right there.
Yeah, right. This is crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But,
moving off of Tory Lanez and our
Tory,
Weekend at
Tory.
Bernie's co-host, we
Tory.
wanted to touch on Meek Mills, who's
Millie.
been going to war with the record
I
labels.
messed with Meek Mill.
Meek is basically, was tweeting out or letting his frustrations be known about what's going on in the music industry and as far as him getting paid. Go ahead. You could read for them real quick what Meek Mill had to say so we could give them some context.
'cause he's
and
always
then
been
So
around.
this
you could
was
comment.
posted from the Shade Room. Meek said, "Business people trying to treat me mentally slow is my biggest challenge. Sometimes I want to just show them how I make people really pay for trying me because they play a lot of mental games, but the games we play are too extreme for them. What do I do? Because one day something gonna happen. I'm gonna put my life at risk to make a big statement so this don't continue in my rap music. They stealing all the money and they got lawyer on their side." Then there's another one that the Shade Room posted. This looks like it was from Instagram. "Real killers and a robber know they would die if they touch me. But I'm letting business people take what's mine. I don't know, man. I really don't know how to handle this one. I'm off the net." Well,
That's-
technically, he was on the net.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Yeah, he was saying it on
Let's
the
say
net.
that for the record.
But that's some real shit because like imagine how you feel knowing like listen, anybody else know they try me, I would like I would take their head off, I'll do whatever, but you
real
got
shit.
people but in 3-piece suits that you know is not about that doing all kind of to you.
Yeah.
I could imagine that shit could be frustrating.
And it's definitely frustrating because I don't really want to say it like that, but it's the man. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm still being held down. I'm still being slowed down by any opportunity I wanted to do because I'm Meek Mill.
It's almost
feel
like
me?
a tale as old as time. It's like the music industry and people. Like it's been happening since
And
its
everybody
inception.
say, and this the
and it just
craziest part,
continues.
everybody
It's like
says like
people know better,
the
but
music
it still
industry-
happens.
They was talking about payola.
Oh yeah, as far as like how getting spins, it costs money
It
and
costs
shit.
money
like,
to
yeah,
make
to
money.
actually blow up and stuff like that.
and it's crazy.
But he has a good point about the people who are actually in control of anything. It's not the people in hip hop.
They're
But the
trying-
crazy thing is, you see Meek Mill, he be with all these billionaires. You be seeing him with Robert Kraft and homie
Nah, he's
who own the
always
Sixers.
with,
He be
he's always
them.
with the top.
That's the people he need to ask.
Isn't he under multiple labels, if I'm not mistaken?
Tuso was asking this before we
Maybach.
started.
That's what
Who
I'm
was
saying,
he
I'm like,
making his
Ross
complaints
label,
Who
about?
was he making the complaints
Yeah.
about? Because I didn't know if it was.
I know he was
I
with
didn't know if it was
MMG.
with.
And he said,
MMG,
I've seen
I don't know
another
if it
one. He
was
followed
with-
up and said he does own all his masters and
Because he
stuff.
owns all his masters,
But,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure along the way he got dicked. Like
Yeah.
that's what happens. He signed with a
So
couple.
he
Go
signed with
ahead.
Maybach Music, which is Rick Ross, Rock
And he got his
Nation.
own
I don't
label.
know. I think his
Rock Nation,
thing
his
with
own
Rock
label.
Nation might have ended already. Dream Chasers,
That's
Atlantic
his.
Records, Warner Music Australia, the 740
you gotta have-
Project,
Jesus,
Oh,
nigga
yeah.
Grand
signed to a
Hustle.
deal.
Nah,
To a
Australia,
deal.
Grand
because
Hustle.
that's
Isn't that
that's
Ti?
T.I. Yeah, it's T.I.
Yeah, and 215 affiliated.
Record
Yeah.
contracts aren't
And
insanity.
215, that's
Yeah,
Philly.
what is-
That's
like
another Philly
13
label.
degrees of separation. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I mean,
Now you
Meek
got
Mill's
the
not.
hand up.
I was like, I don't even know who to be mad at.
Well, I don't technically know the timeline.
Yeah, exactly, or what, all
Pretty
the-
much.
Those are pretty
So it
much
could
all
be
the
any,
labels.
but along the way he was wronged. He made that
Yeah.
perfectly clear.
So it's about whoever messed it up, and he just like basically letting the new artist be aware of like what's going on that tweet, and well, he's upset. He's like letting the new artists as well saying, "Fuck that, get your money," because these labels is out here to just take your money.
But this is
and
probably
make money off them.
This is probably why a lot of rappers like up and coming rappers that are like new,
Yeah.
even the underground ones, this is probably why they get into a lot of stuff, how they might have a lot of arrests, pending things, because they got to do
Cases.
things that
and you
not
can't do
necessarily
nothing.
want to do to make sure they have a living, and this is probably why they still have to fund themselves,
it's like
the
they go
record
back
labels
to
are
the
not paying
streets.
them.
They go back
Even
to the
Keisha
streets.
Cole chimed in and said that she never got a check from her label.
Right.
It happens all the time. We could go back to
And Tyrese.
because everybody got.
Everybody
How many
has
people have
shit
gotten
with their
screwed?
contracts.
Shit, even the remaining members of Migos right now is suing QC, saying that they
Because QC didn't get their bread.
they owe them some
Birdman,
bread
somebody had a problem with Birdman not paying him
Yeah,
too.
Lil
Birdman.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil
for the
Wayne.
longest.
Yeah, they had their shit, and Wayne wanted his money. And
was
now-
was going through his thing.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And Master P too. I heard a couple people had issues with him.
People done said this shit with Hove, Puff's whole
Listen,
roster.
What I was looking at, they were saying that Jay-Z
Rockefeller.
basically controls everything.
Yeah.
But
You
it
say
don't
too?
matter what label. I said Jay-Z, if you get a phone call from Jay-Z or whatever case it be, you either you better answer that phone call, but he controls everything. And that was like, I don't know if this is a rumor, but it was videos between a couple of rappers. It was like, when Jay-Z called, pick up the phone.
Yeah, you might want to pick up,
That
but
changed your career.
he be putting people in bad deals too
That's
if you
what
let
I'm
them
saying.
tell it.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
No
disrespect to the... Yeah, listen.
I don't know. I won't say everyone has non-flattering
this
stories about them, but
whole
he
control
definitely
everything.
has more than a few. I've heard more than a few
Yeah.
non-flattering whole
Jay-Z.
stories. Yeah.
No, that
Than I
ass.
have about your average
That
person.
ass. I was
Whether it's
like,
true or not,
what?
who knows? But I feel like the record industry is set up, and Meek Mill made that point. It's like they put contracts in front of people that they don't understand, and if you in a position where you broke, you just trying to come up, and they put some money in front of you, most
They
people
dangle
are
in the carrot,
are
yeah.
gonna
The
take
money
it
real quick.
Like we all know better, and how many of us sign up for shit that has
Yes,
like 3 pages of facts,
shit you
and
should
then
be
just you
reading,
sign
yeah.
at the bottom, and we just scroll to the bottom
Yep.
and sign that
Accept.
shit and go about our business.
Yep.
Now
It-
you locked in, and you got to
Yeah.
give them
Locked
a
in.
X amount of
you're like,
albums,
wait,
or you
what?
got to give
Whatever,
them X
yeah,
amount of
it's like
money.
it happens. It doesn't necessarily excuse people from not doing better business, but I way more so agree with his side of them being taken advantage of than I would
Yeah.
ever take with any label or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because they
Yes.
definitely know what they doing, and they know who they targeting and who they pursuing. It's people who don't know any better, who are not business savvy, who are from a position where you starving. You offering a starving man
Perfect,
to put a
right
steak in front of him, he gonna take it.
Yeah, you're gonna eat.
There's
eat.
there's plenty of new artists or people who are up and coming that never even get a chance because of record deals. They'll
record
make sure
deals.
your albums will never see,
Shout
or
out-
any type
shouts
of
out to
anything
J.I.
you do will never see the light of day.
Well, they
That's
a nice in there.
An example with Joe Budden and Jay-Z.
and they said for the
it's
label
sad.
that most artists actually lose money. 95% of the artists they sign lose money for them. It's the 5% that funds everything else, the bigger artists. But when they get them, like I said, they're dicking them all. So I'll never feel bad for the label. Even hearing that statistic, it didn't make me go, oh, boo-hoo, poor label. It made me say, so what? That charges to the game. That's business.
That's why that's why Meek was again, like you just said, to rebuttal on that. It was how he's like, yo, that's why these artists go back to the streets, and that's why they end up in these situations. They try to go back to jail.
That's a fact.
Stop.
How do y'all feel about him basically saying that's where he would like to take it, to the streets? Do you feel where he's coming from with that? Yeah, I mean that's what,
Did he
if
just
we
listen
decode
to that
it.
comment he himself made that they have lawyers? You think if you try to knuckle up with them, that you won't get thrown in jail,
I just want
and you
Meek
a
to
felon,
relax, and I like
you
Meek,
have
guys.
felonies already?
Don't
Like
do
they might
nothing,
just
bro.
keep you in jail this time because of that.
I think he listened to Dreams and
I
Nightmares.
used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished when I would ask the
I think he heard that. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? I think he just said, "I'm gonna
unless
tweet
he
this
got
shit."
100,000 goons to run
Yeah, I
out
know.
here in
on
these
the label.
streets.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't think
war.
so.
That's a war he ain't gonna win.
Yeah,
Trying to tell Meek,
money.
chill, Meek.
Yeah.
You already
Meek,
arguing
Meek,
about money.
Meek,
You're not gonna win that.
Chill, my boy.
Yeah,
we
right.
mess with you. We
My
fuck
boy,
with you.
yeah, you're not gonna get that.
You heard?
You definitely not running up on the CEO's house.
I know, right? It sounds good.
You don't
It
want to go
sounds
back.
good.
You go back, that's it. Is he still?
I mean, he said he was willing to die, go to jail.
That's what he said.
About his shit.
That's something
I
don't
guess
want-
we'll see.
He said he might get
Yeah,
like
right.
shit.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
he said on the
Why is that?
on the tweet on threads. It was on threads actually.
Whoever really
Shit.
cool with Meek Mills, if that's your best friend, come
Meek
talk your
Mill
best
chill
friend
out,
off the
right?
ledge. He about to
He
do
don't
something that's
gotta-
gonna
he
end
don't
his
gotta-
life,
Check up on your strong friend.
his career life.
That's
That's
that
what he
song.
said.
Yo, check up on check.
Yeah, nah.
Check on your people.
But having shit taken from you is definitely, anybody
That's a
who's
lot.
ever had anything taken from them
you,
knows that's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
good feeling,
Yeah.
And we see this is a tale as old as time with
I like it.
musicians getting So hopefully, he get everything that's coming to him, and this shit change. But I don't see it changing. That's one of them things I don't have hope for.
This is something
if I keep it real.
I mean, this is just what it is.
Yeah. So
simple.
we gonna see what happens with that. If there's any other further updates on it, we're gonna we'll check back in.
Jeez,
on
you got
that.
anything to add to that?
That's not how you feel. Jeezy, how you think? All right, so he just said, you know what? He said Meek Mill, stay silent. He said Meek Mill, just be quiet about it. Just like him, he gonna be quiet. Meek Mill, just be quiet about it.
Sometimes less is more.
Less is more.
So
it's the biggest statement.
He's chasing dreams right now.
Yeah, right. That's the original dream chaser.
Yeah, right.
So from Meek Warren with the labels to Ak Warren with all of the sisters. So I'll play the audio for the people that's listening. I'll put it in.
Ak don't respect y'all like y'all don't respect me. Because when I met all y'all all try to play me. I never fuck with Erykah Badu after she came on my show and she was trying to be funny. Bitch, I don't fuck with you after that. Nigga, what's up now? What we finna do? Bitch, you an old asshole just keep getting fucked by all these young niggas. What's poppin'? What we finna do? I ain't fuck with none of y'all niggas. Still. Bitch, call Tyrone, call Jamal, call everybody. Big Ak is here. None of y'all niggas ain't finna do shit, my nigga. I'm telling all y'all the real about it. I see that bitch follow me. I'm like, bitch, why you following me? I don't fuck with you. I'm not in on no joke with you. You and your little Twitter following or whatever the fuck you got. Bitch, you came up in here raving around Sage and all that type of shit. Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas gonna have to out over the fucking, yeah, but this is the truth. SZA, as long as you live, you could be a millionaire. You could make the best songs in the world. You know, when you seen this photo and you seen the triple chin, you seen the fucking, you look like a linebacker and there's no definitions from your titties to your fucking gut, you were sad. And it's cool because sometimes money can't cure all the issues. So you could get under that knife every single time and they'll cut you and they'll cut you and they'll keep trying to carve you up. And I remember the last time I talked about your fucking little BBL, and remember when I talked about it and you were trying to flex? Look, SZA BBL.
Yeah. But real quickly, just to touch on it, just to give some context, Ak basically felt a certain way because Erykah Badu made a joke about him on Drink Champs 5 years. I said Drink Champs on Everyday Struggle 5 years ago, and she basically called him Jerry from Tom and Jerry.
He looked like him now, low key.
I'm sure everybody knows who that is. Yeah, and that was a good one.
Low key.
But he had that shit pent up. He felt the way. He held it.
She hurt his feelings, my boy.
Yeah, nah, she did.
You know how they say like men get hurt more than women? That boy feelings was hurt, my boy.
Well, he let her know how he felt. He called her all kind of and hoes and let her know that she been ran through and all kind of shit.
I'm like, he like you were
called a cum rag.
Yeah. 45-year-old cum rag. Yeah, that's what the bleep button is for.
You got 3 rappers, kids.
Yeah. So he went off on her, and then he also went off on SZA. He let her know how he feels about her body and that she's fat. Long tirade again.
Teeth, her chin.
Yeah, quick clip.
Come on, bro. Like,
and then he got threatened by Punch from TDE. Yes, thank you for that. Punch. And Ak basically said he gives no fucks. Y'all niggas is not pop.
Who are you? We don't even know who you are.
So with all of that, go ahead. You guys give your thoughts. We go around the room.
Honestly, this boy, it was on his period. I'm sorry.
Ak?
I know get periods, but yeah, Ak.
Okay.
On your period, bro. I don't know what she did to you, but
she called him Jerry.
You know what I mean? She called you Jerry. I know that was like your favorite cartoon show. What's going on? That's all right, man. I gotta be personal. Keep selling this shit.
Keep selling this spray.
That was funny. Make the bag. Listen, make the bag, man. Support your sweetheart.
Red.
Well,
I know.
I'm a double down, and first of all, she had it right. He is a Jerry because he want to talk his shit and then scurry in his little hole, and then for 5 years, and then scurry back out and then talk some shit.
That's crazy.
Like, you held on to that for 5 years. First of all, you bitter. Who's holding on to something that long for 5 years to wait to be like, oh, I'm gonna hit you with a reverse Uno now, bam, like. Boom. First of all, you a bitter black man, and there is a lot of bitter black men out here. They talk about bitter black women a lot, but they don't talk enough about bitter black men.
Feelings be hurt.
Second of all, y'all know I rock with SZA, especially you, Cash. So I was offended. Like,
Especially
I felt like
by his comments
SZA
about
was
SZA.
my homegirl, my friend, and I was ready to pop the trunk on his bitch ass. So,
Definitely felt the way about his comments
I
about
support
SZA.
SZA.
Yeah.
That's the homie. First of all, don't talk about black women like that. You are part
There
of
you
the
go.
problem why black
Respectfully.
women are being disrespected.
Respectfully.
Then you say your little stuff and then turn around and be like, "No, I really love you though."
Yeah, he
But then
definitely
he
kept
turns
that.
around and he
He said
goes
that. He
again
said
and
that.
he sends another
He's like, but you know,
insult.
I love you though.
We said
Like,
this 3
I
episodes right before you say respectfully, right before you disrespect for somebody. Literally what we said. Go ahead, Red.
Nah, I really felt like I wanted to
Yeah.
take his head
Spin
off,
him
and
off.
I'm like, you tearing people down, talking about how fat they are, and
That was
I
a
don't see you
little wild. He
busting a
was wild.
move to make no efforts to go to the gym. So then you want to
Fat shame.
fat shame, and then you want to talk about people's lives. Like, we just gonna skim past everything that your ex that's still living in your house was doing. So you casting judgment on a lot of people. I think you feeling some type of way about yourself.
Type of way.
Yeah, even though he had some type of answer for that.
Always.
So I have to say this.
Go ahead.
I ain't mad at him.
I'm
Like, yo, you feel how you feel. Whenever
Yeah,
you
you
decide to retaliate, if somebody wrongs you, listen.
He's on some Azalea Banks
I
type
always
nonsense.
say because that I feel like she took it too far. It's not necessarily
She?
from when she talked about DC Young Fly wife dying and then chose to attack him.
okay.
Then
Oh, yeah, that's
like I felt like that was way more serious.
Oh, yeah,
like because
that's-
somebody
that's
died.
too so.
I'm just
Right.
looking at this as beef, and it's like I say, ain't no expiration dates on the ass whooping, so ain't no expiration dates on.
Yeah, but why are you
getting this
holding on to a
comeback.
comment like
don't
that
know.
for 5 years?
Why he
You
held it
coulda
as long as he
choose to
held it?
You could have choose to clap back at her the time that the comment was
when
made.
it happened. Yeah.
I don't know when you
told
choose
you,
to do it and the why. I can't choose.
You gotta
for that.
have a lot of hate in your
But
heart to
I'm
hold
just
on to
saying,
something to wait for
something
5 years to
happened.
say
This is what I'm
something.
I ain't
I
mad at
think
him
that-
at
I
all
think
for
that-
getting his shit off.
I think that maybe like him and I'm gonna say Erykah Badu may have smashed or something. Like she probably really did.
I don't think she would even
I
touch.
told her
Yeah,
in
they don't
confidence,
even
like-
look like they don't look compatible
He
at
was talking
all.
about how she smashing these young boys out here.
If she
Yeah,
is, she
because
ain't smashing him.
That's
I don't
internet
think she
shit.
is
So that's
either.
going around, whether it is or isn't. I don't think she's smashing him.
Because I'm like, yo, bro, you can't never feel like that. Who feels like
I
that?
just think it's for content.
I'm not
It gotta
mad
be
at
for
him for
content.
being mad at her.
Gotta be
You
for
feel how
content.
you feel.
I'm not
My
mad at him
only,
either. Like, feel
the
the way
only
you feel,
thing
bro.
I
I
would
just
say
like,
is
what is-
I more so felt like he was just attacking SZA. Like that seemed like it came from nowhere. Unless I was missing some context with them. I don't know. If I was missing some context,
Right.
that felt more like an attack. But again, even with that, unless I'm happy, I respect him standing on what he said.
Yeah, no, I
like
respect that.
Punch said what he said, and Act
respect
doubled
it.
down and
But-
tripled
He
down.
ain't- he ain't
He
like
didn't.
that.
He
That's
didn't
what I'm
Instead, if
saying.
apologize.
Punch
I
was going to
respect
say
that for
something,
real.
he should have directed it towards Act, and he should have never deleted it. He should have stood on that. If you standing up
I
for
don't like
one of
that
your
fact.
artists, then you need to
I
stand
assumed
Yeah,
on
the,
don't
that.
I
delete
assumed the
it. Don't
deleting
delete
was
it.
the getting rid of the evidence, but why even tweet it in the
But
first
why
place?
in the first place?
But
How
that's
many
probably what
times
that
did
is.
Act get threatened, and how many times did he get touched?
That's what I'm saying. Never.
Mm-hmm.
And he came out and said what he said, and he stood on
And
this
he's
shit.
still on shit.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that though. I ain't gonna hold you.
He's on his
I'm
he's
just
on
saying,
his
like, don't
Adam
be
22
emotionally,
keeping
like,
it gangster shit.
with the
Like he
female.
doubled and tripled down. He didn't apologize. He
He's
said
like, nah, and I'm gonna stay.
basically niggas is y'all not this, y'all not
ain't
that.
playing these internet games. That's
Ooh,
what he
you
said.
so tough because you spend how much money you spend on security, and you live in a
Right.
gated
Yeah,
community.
don't get it twisted. That's what
Right,
it is.
right. That's
yeah,
another
this is
thing, too.
this is 100% not Act just being
Wanna
like a
live
super
boss's
thug.
life
Yeah.
and then talk
He has
nonsense.
many security guards that are armed that will probably gun you down before you could get near him. That's why
Facts.
he's feeling the way he's
As
feeling.
he should, the type of lifestyle he's living, as
Yeah,
he
the
should,
way
he
he's
should
like,
have
yeah, 'cause, like,
security.
you
He should
talking-
triple
Yeah,
down.
nah, he
on
basically
security.
definitely talking a
about
little crazy.
everybody life and all that.
That ain't
Nigga, you
crazy.
better
That's
be-
spice.
You better have, yeah. You over here walking around with Sasson, just like my.
And it seemed like he has a
That's
little
his song.
distaste for black women, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I
Talking
don't know
about,
what's
I love
going
my
on.
melanated queens.
I
No,
love my
you
melody,
don't.
all I'm saying
No,
is
you
I
don't.
don't fault him for coming back at her when he did or feeling how he felt about what she said.
Yeah,
It might
I
have
don't
took a
fault
while,
him
but
for-
I don't think there's no
Right.
expiration date on that type of shit. I just
back.
thought it was a bit harsh. I will agree with that. Like it did seem a bit harsh.
I'll take that. I'll take
But-
that.
It's
You
still,
know,
yeah,
you
he's
feel how
getting
you
his clap
feel.
back on Erykah and everything, but still, like SZA, that was way too much.
Yeah, and
He
even
was
with the
going
Erykah
hard.
Badu, I
He
will
was
give you. I
going
seen.
hard, though.
Yeah,
Again, I
like,
still want to pop
about
the
a
trunk
bit
on his
much.
bitch
Are they
ass, but
personal
no.
friends? They gotta be
no, that's
personal
what I'm saying.
friends.
It seemed like aggressive,
They
like
gotta be
personal, right?
Friends, yeah. It was very personal. They
But I
gotta-
don't even
they
think it's
got-
the contact. If for
they
those
gotta
who
be
don't know,
personal.
Act be drinking wild Henny on his streams. He just be drinking Henny and
Yeah,
streaming.
Oh, and that's what, okay. I saw him.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. So we good then.
Okay, it's like now we can move on.
Yeah,
Like, now that explains a lot, right?
We can move
like he
on
just be
now.
drinking. So
Yeah. I bet.
I don't know how much of that be the Hennessy, but I would venture to guess that that's a pretty big part of it.
If it's just running his mouth, I guess. Hey, let's see if that when that Henny in the system.
You could be in a good mood and drink some Henny and be
It
ready
don't
to
matter. Be
just ready to turn on your ops, right?
Hey, listen, we got in some fights for no reason for that.
We about to start calling that the act juice.
Yeah,
We got fights for
right.
no reason
That's
for
what
that.
we need to call it because whenever
Growing up, come
his
on,
most
man.
legendary rants is usually
reason.
off the Hennessy. Yeah,
Any
so you
man
know,
gotta hey, drink responsibly, people.
yeah.
You, friends, fun, drink. Hot girls, you're hot. Drink more. Expensive cars, ass, drink, ass, money. You in a tuxedo, threesomes, vodka, pussy. Drink, drink, drink. You drink, Vegas, fun, pussy. You in a tuxedo, fucking this girl, vodka, drink, 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 drink it all, you fucking pussy. More tuxedos, more cars, more pussy, more vodka, drink, drink, drink. Please drink responsibly.
Yeah, right.
You had to
This will
add
be an
that.
ad for that, right?
Drink responsibly.
21 and over.
So, do y'all see
Number 7.
any repercussions for Agor for this, or more
No,
the same?
because there's never no repercussions.
It's no repercussions. Ain't nothing
Unless somebody really gonna
first of all,
see
homeboy
him,
deleted
ain't
it.
gonna be no
He
repercussions.
deleted it. He don't want
You
no
think
smoke.
that was why?
Who?
Yeah.
Punch?
He did.
Yeah.
He Punch, yeah.
So I don't think that's gonna happen, but I don't think Punch deleted it because he was scared. I think he figured,
I don't
delete the
I
evidence.
believe
For
that
like
he did that either.
Yeah, I think it
he
was to
did it
delete
out
the
of like,
evidence.
oh, something
For like
happened to
PR
him.
shit
Like,
for
listen,
like-
don't
for
come.
her.
But it's too little, too late. Like I don't know what
Somebody
people
has a
think.
screenshot of it somewhere.
Nah, somebody
Obviously,
react
we
to
just
it.
And
watched
plus,
it.
when you put stuff like that on the internet, it stays out there
Right, and
forever.
then somebody react to it. Guess what? We're gonna
And we
straight
just
to
watched
you.
the video, so obviously
the
the
feds have
shit's still there.
the CIA has a copy
I
of
watched
everything
Law
that
and
you
Order.
post online.
I watched
so.
Law and Order.
So no for Red Tuso, you for the disrespect, not at
No.
all. Yeah, I agree with both of them too. I don't see no repercussions.
not at all.
We've been down this road with Ak. He done disrespected
He's a
many
habitual
people.
line stepper.
Yeah, for real.
line.
He's
He's a
habitually
habitual
stepped that
line.
line.
Habitually.
And no
He's a
repercussions
Line stepper.
until he catches the Tekashi. He's gonna keep doing what he's doing.
The habitual line stepper.
Yeah, until he catches that,
Yeah.
he's gonna keep doing what he's
Once he
doing.
get that McGregor.
Ooh, I smoke.
Yeah, right.
Right? Like, come on.
With Lululemon, the real gift happens when they're living in it. When you give the fan favorite everywhere belt bag, the real gift is... And when the ultra-soothing Rest Feel slides are the gift, you're really giving them... This holiday, Lululemon makes it easy to give little luxuries that go beyond. Open the moment. Shop now at Lululemon.com.
So, moving off of the academic situation, we're gonna see how that lands.
Yeah.
Something I
Leave a comment
wanted
below.
to touch on: the responsibility men pay and the women that they date. Basically, create the women that we date.
Yeah, right. Since I'm right to your left, I'm gonna start. Like, so within the article that I saw and that we were talking about, I kind of agree with the article, and it's weirdly so that I agree with it because I mean every woman is a powerful being, and you know they have their own choices. They do whatever they want to do. However, in real life, in real situations, the way that he put it in that article is 100% my life, and I feel like 100% my life. Like,
So I'm gonna read
do
it real
something-
quick
yeah,
for
do
them
that.
for some context, and then y'all could respond, Red. So
that.
basically, this was tweeted by Master Students or at Musician Bills. You can follow him on Twitter. A lot of brothers have a hard time accepting when I say you can't hate the women you create. They don't realize that the black woman acts just like the black man. She's a clone of him. She follows him and has since the coming of slavery. The white women act like the white man. Asian women act like the Asian man. African women act like the African man. So the young black American woman acts like the young black American. The most popular archetype is the hip hop girl / hip hop guy. You smoke blunts, she smoke blunts. You like gangster rap, she like gangster rap. You like fat asses, she like fat asses. You at the strip club, she at the strip club. You materialistic, she materialistic. Basically, just giving examples. There's you take pics with guns, she take pics with guns. You tatted, she tatted, of saying she gonna follow what you do.
Yeah, that is wild, man.
That was the full context. Go ahead, Red. As a lady in the room, you could start and then
let her go first.
I definitely think that men change women. You could take a girl that was a good girl and turn her to a monster by some of the things you do, you say, how you treat her, and just overall everything. So I do think that y'all are responsible.
Yeah.
But I also think that as a woman, you should be responsible enough that if something is not good for you, it's time to walk away from it. So I'm not going to totally put the blame on y'all.
So I want to say this. Before I saw that, I was totally, because we spoke about this before off a random topic. And I said, I don't think your woman represents you, because I think they have a mind of their own. They do their own thing. But when I saw that, and then I kind of played it in my mind, the ones that I dated and what they liked, I was like, oh shit, they kind of liked all the same things that I was into. And I was like, okay, I agree with it.
Yeah, no, for real.
Like I said,
yeah, he's good now.
It's like when they go out, they represent you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
we had that conversation.
Like I said, I'm not trying to compare the two, but it's similar. Like and vice versa. Like anybody who goes, anybody you are hanging with or whatever, you know, like I said,
I feel
I just feel that I totally agree with that statement because, like, for example, I don't eat pork.
Right.
Any girl I don't eat. Any girl
and my
I
females don't eat pork.
At the beginning, they eat pork.
Lips that touch
Could I call a 30-second timeout? I don't have the whistle, but could I call a 30-second timeout?
Don't touch mine.
Yeah, thanks for the whistle video.
Yeah,
normally I don't say anything.
Listen,
when G's just came on the mic and said about 3 minutes of gobbledygook.
Nah, I really was.
He didn't say one sentence. He just said, I feel like.
I had to get my.
It's really like. So it's all good. I get it. I get it.
Block on you. How dare you say having a girlfriend is like having a child? The same thing could be said about y'all.
So gather your thoughts and then say them. I just thought that was funny.
He was gathering it at the same time. Like
so gather them and then say them.
He was gathering it at the same time.
Some of y'all are big ass babies.
No, that's a fact.
Especially when we sick.
Especially when we sick or all that. Yo, we miss home.
So are you ready or you still need to gather and let Tuso go?
Yo, keep going.
Oh, you still want to talk about how you don't eat pork, right? And you converted to Islam? All right, cool.
I'm good.
All right, so yeah.
Like I'm saying, like, if I like a rapper, my girlfriend might never even heard this rapper before. But as we ride in the car, I'm playing it.
And she hears it.
Never heard Tuso ever. Never heard Alpha Bread, never heard Cash ever.
Like I said, it's just like I don't eat pork. Slowly but surely, she gonna move away from pork.
No, that's a fact, though.
Like it's just certain things that
I know you don't do that right now, but what you gonna do?
That's not necessarily true because there's plenty of couples that one might be.
No.
It's the man. My girlfriend is gonna be just certain limitations. Like she's
nah,
not gonna
yeah. Because like I said, it might not be all, but most. It's like
house.
yeah,
like you're not like if we go grocery shopping.
You're not
from
bringing
my
pork
house.
into my house.
Buying bacon
or whatever. We're not.
I want to make pork chops for you.
You're not gonna buy no damn
your
pork bacon. Like we cook
whoa, where you cook? Nah, outside.
House. I'm just keeping it real, like.
Because like I said,
but I get like that's why I totally agree with what the guy was saying.
Saying that, okay.
For me, it's more when you get to know somebody over time, your habits just change.
I feel like that's on both sides. Though.
That's
okay, yeah, because it's a bit of a compromise. Go ahead, too. So I know you started it, but
no,
you feel about it?
No,
yeah,
no, because
that's it for me.
Keep going, yeah.
That's all I had to say. Like at the end of the day, right? When you deal with somebody, you get to know them, they know you. Cool,
right? So it changed.
Now it's just certain things that you allow and you don't allow
your partner to do.
For example, if you meet a party girl and you met her in the club, y'all go out, y'all go out. After a while, that shit gets boring. Like, yo,
that was a problem. That was and now let me transition in because like that's how we outside.
I think
yeah, because there's truly no change in some people. So I know you can't say not every female is gonna follow they dude. But for me, from what I've seen, the majority that I've seen, they do tend to pick up your habits, and it works both ways. Because don't get it twisted, guys pick up some habits of their female, certain small, but it's a lot lesser degree. Like a guy might watch the same show that his chick watch.
That's the only one I say. That's
nigga might get some nice face wash.
Like that's the most major. That's the major one. It's like you got me watching this.
Whereas a woman, like he said in it, gonna listen to your music. She gonna get tatted.
Yeah, tatted.
Yo, you throwing up pictures, stacks of money on the gram. She gonna be throwing up stacks of money again.
Yeah,
we chilling on the block with the homies. She gonna be chilling on that block with them same ass homies.
Yeah,
right. Like
it's her choice though. You see what I'm saying? Like,
but this is this is what we're saying.
I wanted to be clear. Like, if I'm on the block, chilling with my homies or whatever, that's what I do normally. She don't have to come on the block with me unless.
Nah, you don't gotta be in the block
unless you want to.
Unless you want to be in the block.
You want to be right next to.
Say your ass the fuck home. You know what I'm doing.
Of course not. She might not be on the block with you, but the chances are she gonna be about that block life, which is to me is the same difference. You don't got to be on the block to have a block mentality.
Yeah,
same shit.
Fact.
And unless you want that type of woman,
he lost me when he's like, "Yo, if you flash guns, he's like, nah, I don't know about that."
Be a bit.
I'm not even giving my shorty a gun. I'm not giving her a gun.
Off, but
let me ask all of you real quick: what would you say to the other side? Should have went to the comment. There are people on the side. So there are men who said they're not responsible for what their woman does. You know,
they're not responsible for what your woman does. That's
not a reflection on them, and they're not responsible for that.
That's like saying I'm not responsible of being a man. You are a man, bro. Take responsibility. That's our job. Is to take responsibility.
I get what he was saying.
It's to take responsibility. Period. Our job is to take responsibility. That's our job. Yes.
Yeah, but you can't control another human being.
That's not my point. I'm just saying our job is to take responsibility.
Red, let me ask you because I want to see the other side. Do you feel like your man is a reflection on you? Is that just a man thing? How we look at women? Because men are like that. I know I am. It's like you date a chick, you don't, even if you break up with her, you don't ever want to hear about her
doing some other
crazy shit. Yeah, because it's like a reflection on you.
Do
women or do you feel like that? I guess you can't speak for all women. But for you, hold on.
Let Red
I feel like is.
Okay, so maybe that's both sides. So I guess that's a man and woman thing.
I'm gonna say something. It's different because it's us though. You feel me? In our circle, you put me on to something. I'm gonna actually sit back and listen to you. You feel me?
But that's anybody.
If you put me on
my son's mother didn't know nothing about clubs. When she met me, she was all about going to clubs because that was that phase of my life that I was in where I was trying to go out.
My baby mom same way.
She didn't know nothing about that. Then that's what she wanted to do because that's what I was doing.
Yeah, facts.
It just comes. It goes with the territory.
And got used to it, like popping bottles and all that. Like, nah, this ain't.
I think his statement is true, but this is the thing I think about his statement. I think that when you just hang with a person, you just get some of their characteristics.
Automatic.
Like, you know, like,
you at work more times you at home.
Yeah.
It's like love. That's your favorite person. You want there's something that y'all two share.
Yeah, there's something that we something
and that's why.
I think that
or something that y'all that connects y'all.
Yeah, connects y'all together. Yeah.
Women like, oh, I carry a gun, you carry a gun. If I sell drugs, you sell drugs. Like I don't think it's that. I just think it's that.
I mean, that's what it is.
So, but the thing is. So to specific, he wasn't saying that's saying you choose them, but he's saying if that's what you into, you're gonna turn them into that.
You're gonna turn
if they with you.
I don't think so. I just
and you
think
don't.
That.
That's why you disagree. So you're giving the other side because I do agree with that. I do think that you will.
No, I think that you just find.
Do you want me to put names? I don't want to put names. I don't want to put names.
You can't be a person that goes out to clubs, that constantly steps out, that does things and not expect her in return to be like, well, if you doing it, I'm gonna do it too.
Hell yeah.
But you can't expect okay, so then you can't expect that.
Step out,
what?
Girl, you better not step out.
No, but this is what
I'm a stepper.
Let me tell you.
I'm a stepper.
I'm a two stepper.
You can keep stepping that way.
Step in the name of love. Step in the name of love.
Real bricky, like
yeah, but then you can't get mad when she changes and turns into that because the type of stuff that you do.
Every female, bro.
Mad.
You know, I was in the clubs. I was always in the clubs. I was clubs. Ozzy right? So then every female I was with had to get used to it. You know, T's gonna be out Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
No.
Every night Friday.
Because if you go clubbing,
and they're gonna come.
Club is a
if they want to come, they're gonna come.
Yeah. It's one thing if that's
they never started off
that's
like
one
that.
thing if that.
First of all,
but if you don't want her out there doing that type of stuff, particularly, then don't introduce her to that.
But if you go to the club, there's nothing wrong with bringing her with you. Like you could just go out to the club. It don't got to be nothing
she can go to the club as long as she go with you.
Now they coming.
If that's the type of shit you want,
I'm coming. Where you at? I'm coming.
Yeah, because I'm not on that. I don't care.
About what?
Where you at?
If I go to the club, my shorty got to come to the club with me. No, if I go to the club and she want to go to the club with her friends separately, that's cool. We don't got to go together. I'm not on that.
Have your own life.
Yeah, so I'm not on that.
Do your own thing.
But some people could be. That's not me.
Doing my
thing. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, like we could do our own thing separately. There's no big deal. If I could go out, you should be able to go out. Yeah, we should be able to go out together. I should be able to go out with my friends. You should be able to go out with your friends.
Yo, T, where's that? Where's that, T? T, where's that, T?
I don't know why I ask you because you don't go anywhere.
Hey, listen, I don't go nowhere, but I be everywhere. I be everywhere but nowhere.
Back in the day,
I be everywhere but nowhere.
I would even call you and say that. But nowadays, I would never call you on that.
You ain't doing nothing anyway.
All right, so I guess So we all do take some responsibility, but geez, you're the only one you do totally. Unless you say you're not responsible for how somebody ends up, or when you meet them.
You can't. Listen, my personal opinion is you can't be responsible for adults. At the end of the day, right? It's just like a woman who got a foul mouth. You can't control what she says out of her mouth. She's gonna say what she feels.
But guess what? You can try to change them.
You
could try to change them.
Oh yeah, you can.
I have done. I've done it, and I take responsibility. I take responsibility for it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I'm on that side.
Okay.
I take responsibility
That's
for
where
it.
you stand. And I'm with that. I'm going from before that, I was with G's. I didn't agree with that. I don't think you were responsible. But after I seen that and I really read it and thought about it, and I'm like, I think about the people that I've dealt with. It might not be everything, but they tend to pick up a lot of the things that I was into. While I picked up some of theirs too, but I do feel more so they was into the things that I was into. So I would take personal responsibility a little bit if they ended up being
about females
shitty.
that we can't get or act in a certain type of way, and we did it to ourselves.
Yeah, like if they ended up shitty, I feel responsible for it.
I won't say that either. What I would say is this.
Could not agree.
What I would say is,
I'm telling y'all,
we like a certain. We have a type, right?
I don't know.
So no, we do have a type.
I mean, we do.
We do. Of course.
Everybody got a type. You can say you don't got no type, but you do.
You know, you would like a woman that you're dating.
My type is you better have a job. I'm fucking around.
No, that whole whoa, that's a fact.
Yo, have a job, please.
Can I chime in on this?
Yeah, jump in.
Jump
in.
All right. So not every time that a man changes a woman in that aspect, and what you were saying, I feel like sometimes they might just get hurt and then use that hurt for the next man. I don't think it's always that we change the woman. Sometimes the woman just, like they just shut down from the man. That's it.
Right. I understand
That's
that.
it. I don't feel like they always. I don't feel like all women go around, like slutting around and doing all that next shit. I feel like some women just hold that in and just like what we were talking about earlier. They just talk to the next man or something, and they're 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the relationship. That's what it's like. I don't feel like all women are changed by men. At least how I feel. I just feel like they're just turned off to the relationship.
But there's nothing that's all. There's no such thing as all. I think, like I said, what he was saying, a larger percentage of women are influenced by men
than men are
the other way around.
I agree,
and that's the point.
It has to be.
Yeah,
is that if you this type of way, there's a high percentage that the female you dating is going to be this kind of way, and if a majority of men are this way, a majority of women are gonna be this way. All right.
So let me ask you something. When you was talking about men, are you talking about like men in relationships, or are you talking about just any men? Could it be kin, like father or brother, siblings?
I feel like every man in the female life affects their life.
Right, because sometimes it could be a father who's gangbanging and a woman just do that.
Uncles, whatever.
But I feel like it's more relationship. I don't.
If you meet a girl, there's no way she's just gonna off the rip be like carrying guns or whatever.
So I feel like it's more an environment thing as well. Instead of just a male thing, it's also an environment thing. The people who they surround themselves with, the neighborhoods that they live in.
All right, so we gotta move on. I disagree with both of y'all, but go ahead. Where do you stand? Say it so we can move on.
I stand with him.
Okay,
it's an environment thing. When a guy goes out, when a guy goes out to the club, if he pop bottles or whatever, he's able to get all kind of different kind of girls.
Just because of the image.
But when you go back,
just because of the image.
He's only, and I don't mean to be this. I don't mean to sound simple, but he's only able to get Keisha and Tiffany and
Tucson,
whoever. Like
so we're gonna say Cash.
It's our fault, and as black men and young black men, we got to do better.
What are you talking about right now?
That's what
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna re-listen to this, and maybe I missed the point, but I don't think y'all were quite addressing the actual what was said when Jesus talking about like the Keishas and what they might attract, and Video Dude is saying all men are not necessarily responsible for like women's behavior. It's not all. That's not the point I was saying. It was just whether or not men are responsible for the women that they date, and
how we got to take responsibility.
How they end up.
We got to take responsibility.
That's it.
We are.
I said we got to do better. That's what I said. We got to do better.
Okay, like I said, like what I was saying, but it wasn't answering the question. Now, what you're saying, you disagree with that though. Which you disagree.
Going back on your topic though, because I think we were going off on a tangent, but like I still kind of have to disagree because you can't control how a person acts. When you're in a relationship, talking relationship wise, like some things rub off onto the
Tendencies
partner,
change, period.
which I do agree with. But
Tendencies change.
that's necessarily the partner's fault. That's the woman's fault. So I don't necessarily think that's. But again, she chooses who she wants to be with. So if she wants to be like that, then
that's answering the question. You could disagree, but that's actually answering.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. You disagree because you don't think you're responsible for what somebody else does.
I don't think males are 100% responsible on how females change. That's how I feel.
Okay, so just to get us out of here, to change the subject, where I stand on it is nothing is 100% or nothing. But if I'm looking at it, I'm gonna say more often than not, a man is responsible for how the woman he date ends up. Now, if you met her one way,
that's your fault.
Changes, that's something different.
Did she break up with your ass and leave you?
More likely than not, if you are a certain type of way, she's gonna end up that type of way if that woman love you, because as a man, we tend to be a leader type, and most of the men I know are leaders. And if you're a leader as a man, that woman is gonna follow you. And if you into certain shit, most likely she gonna be into that. Or you're not gonna be together. It's not gonna work.
Yep.
Exactly.
It started from slavery. It's been a long time. We've been
that's it.
Same thing.
Real quick, because we went super long on that. But when I get in the editing room, hopefully there'll be time for it. So real quick, Fresh and Fit got demonetized off of YouTube. Yeah. So they have
they're doing the same
pretty
thing. They doing the same thing.
Kind of views about similar to what we was talking about, but negative towards women, and depending on where you fall on the spectrum. Let me not say that, because everyone can't say that their views are negative towards women, but they have specific kind of views towards women, and they went on racist rants against Abba and Preach. So I wanted to know real quick, are you guys surprised about them being demonetized, and do you think it was right, and how do you feel about their content?
I'm not surprised, and I think they thought they was Kevin Samuels. They thought they could just they probably fell in that lane of trying to talk a certain kind of way when it comes to females or whatever. Yeah, it didn't work for them, unfortunately.
Okay. Red?
Just say, first of all, I feel sorry for the people.
But
at the same time, you got to know what you're putting out, bro. I mean, respectfully, out of the whole culture that this whole thing is right now, this is still everybody's society. You can't just put up whatever. You can't just do whatever you want. I got bars, So, yeah. That's it.
They needed to get up out of here, first of all. They needed to get up out of here. I'm glad that YouTube gave them the boot and they got up out of here.
Yeah.
Let me ask you real quick, Red. What do you think was worse, the racist comments, or the misogyny for you? Because you're black and you're a woman, so both equally bad.
You insult one person at the moment, but you end up insulting a whole entire race, or you end up insulting a whole entire gender.
Your gender, yes, that's what I'm gonna say.
Because you wanted to fit your narrative or whatever you're saying, and I just think it's crazy that whole racist that they was jumping around and
that was
trying to make jokes and
against Abba.
The Hitler, the KKK.
That was
what that they should have been taken down already, but I guess it took that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised it took as long as it did, because we touched this topic about a month ago with the KKK, Ku Klux Klan mask and all that other stuff, and I thought it would have got cut quicker, because I think that's worse than that is way worse. Because just dunking on women is not nothing wrong with that. Religion. Anybody can do that.
You talking about religion? You talking about religion and human beings and bodies?
Nah, that religion hit different. We seen that with
yeah, that's
religion?
a little.
You can't. You gotta.
You're bugging. I understand, bro. You want content?
People like him who hate on other people like that have self-hatred themselves.
Yeah, the way they talk about blacks.
You making fun of him, and isn't he Sudanese or something like that?
Yeah, so and that's something.
You like a stone's throw away from him,
they both dark. What do y'all feel about them saying that it's the Matrix that got them canceled? That the man don't want y'all hearing their message? Do you think? Do any of y'all think is that powerful that they really just want to stop? They trying to Andrew Tate them? That's pretty much what everyone comes boils down to.
The wrong person, and they got him up out of there.
Listen, do you forget who? I want to say just know who run this country.
Yeah, because
just know who run this country before you just start saying stuff.
Their message is not that serious about just teaching men, trying to teach men how to dunk on. I say what I said. When we started this podcast, I started the podcast because I heard them. Didn't know they were popping. And I said, oh, this is supposed to be male self-help? Like, if these niggas is helping men, then shit, I know some dudes that we can help men too. If that's the case, like if this was passing for, for entertainment, I wasn't buying that shit. So I'm like, like we could do the same thing. I wasn't buying it then.
First of all, you talking about two cornballs.
Yeah, don't.
Didn't you say you like those two cornballs? Let's call him out his bullshit right now.
You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Everybody boo this man.
Boo this man!
Give him, yo, Cash. Hit him with hit him with the shit, Cash.
What's it called?
Cash, hit him with it, Cash.
Everybody boo this man.
You were saying that
Cash,
they was teaching women.
Until we did it the other couple weeks ago.
You said they were helping women, Carrie.
One of them called Myron, whatever.
Same thing. Byron.
I knew those guys before he said they was fresh and fit.
But guys, so you were saying?
I strolled through YouTube.
Well, neither one of them look fresh, and I can't really speak for fit, but they both look kind of skinny. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm like what? And I'm like, oh, this guy who be with all the girls talking, like trying to give girls reasons why the way they act, etc. And I'm like,
fresh and fit is the guy.
You really want me to believe that short little cornball had a threesome with 3 women? That's 4 people. Your math is not mathing.
Math ain't mathing
at all.
I went to college.
And you want to take relationship advice from him? Oh my gosh.
Just to be clear, right? Fresh and fit is that guy who sits at the table around with the girls.
Yes. Yeah, with all the women.
All the women, like, yeah. So exactly.
I gotta retract my statement.
Exactly.
This is what happens. Yeah, look. This is why you should be awake for the pre-show meeting.
That's why we should be awake, though. That's why we should be awake.
You
gotta be around talking.
All right. Now, Red, you can say boo this man.
He looks like
since you're the only one that fuck with Crunchy Black and
now you just catching him. Now you just catching him now.
If y'all sit here and say that he don't be dropping juice,
I never said that.
I got one thing to say.
I never said that.
He be dropping juice sometimes. I don't like him.
I never said he don't be dropping juice.
I don't like him because to me, I know without that platform, he wouldn't even have no girls.
And that's what
that was our point, though.
That's our whole point.
You was arguing against that before. That's my biggest point.
But he does have that platform
now.
So I don't care. Like,
now
it doesn't matter if he did. He does
now.
But then what you what you spitting is bullshit because you're not giving that message to people like you. He's saying that message to people that's regular before he blew up. That message is not for people like him because people like him is not absorbing that message.
Yeah.
If you got 6 figures, you're not watching that bullshit.
Yeah.
He's talking to dudes that don't get girls. He's telling dudes that don't get girls, this is how you get girls.
Because they don't get girls.
Word. Nobody that get girls talks like this, moves like this.
Nobody talk like that.
Things that I agree with.
No, he said a lot of things.
Always got girls.
He said a lot of things. He said a lot of things.
You could get girls and not be too smart. They don't go hand in hand.
That's a fact.
But sometimes he be putting them girls in their places, like
no.
And he be saying
getting women is not a sign of intelligence, y'all. Don't ever mistake them.
No,
I said getting women is never a sign of intelligence. Don't mistake the two.
That's a fact.
No. But we're not talking about that. Nobody talking about smart and intelligence.
But yeah, I am because they're giving a message.
We are because they're giving a message.
If you think their message is only bagging women, that's a sign of lagging intelligence. That's more there's more hate and negativity they spewing than just how to bag women. My nigga, if you listening to what they saying,
really listen to, like I said.
But if you promoting it, you should be listening to it. If you say I fuck with it and saying they giving good messages, you should listen to the shit, nigga.
I see clips.
Man, they're corny and you're corny for liking it. Everybody boo this man.
Thank you. If you listen, I don't support none of that fuck shit. Fuck them niggas.
Jeez. I think what Cass is trying to say is if they ran a 13-week class like Andrew Tate, they would make so much money just like Andrew Tate because they say the same exact shit that Andrew Tate be saying, bro.
No.
That's not real game.
No.
That's my point.
No. First of all, some of it is real game.
Some of it.
One time I watched a clip, right, and he was explaining.
So you mean to tell me the story about the NBA player? That's game, bro.
No,
he's not saying
that. I didn't see that.
And geez, before you tell your story, I will just say not none of it. Yeah, but I won't say none of it.
Andrew Tate.
But who cares if it's not none of it? It's like everybody is right once. Like, not to say nothing they ever said ever makes sense. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But I would say a very small percentage of it does. Most of it is bullshit, and that's what matters because that's the message that people get. So
I disagree with you, bro.
Go ahead,
Man, I'm calling bullshit on everything. They're corny and you're corny. And anybody else that's listening, like them and listen to them and think that they spit actual factual, all y'all corny, all y'all deserve to be booed. Everybody
comments below. Comments below.
Doubling and tripling down.
Y'all red pill taking motherfuckers.
One thing.
Pissing me off.
Like I said,
Let's go
Red
red.
seeing red.
Yo, Dollars. Without you, I didn't
Okay.
even know they was called Fresh and Fit or whatever they was. Right?
I ain't even.
That's their name. That's their.
So you just showed me. I just saw the motherfucker talking
Personality.
about
His
this.
name shouldn't be
Right,
fresh
right,
and fit.
right,
It should
right,
be
right.
lies and shit.
Right.
So one
Right.
time,
Black and black.
There you go, Red.
He was explaining,
Black and
he was
blacker.
explaining
Right.
to the young lady,
Uh-huh.
and she was saying like, "Yeah, I want a man that makes 6 figures, and he does this, he does that, he does this."
That's what Shorty was saying.
Yeah, one of the
Whatever.
round table.
Yeah. Her.
He goes,
Women.
"You want a traditional
Women.
man, but you're not a traditional
The
woman."
female. I saw that one actually. I was like,
What he said,
And sitting there being
I saw that one.
disrespected by
What he
him.
said
He's a
was
traditional
fact.
man.
No,
Is he a
I
traditional
don't know
man?
what she said.
Is he a
I don't know.
traditional man?
What he said
Is he a
was facts
traditional
about
yeah,
man?
what she was talking about.
Is he a traditional man?
No,
I don't
you
know,
want a
I don't know.
traditional man.
I didn't-
You want a
I
man
don't
that
know.
provide, that make this kind of money,
Yeah.
that do this, that do that. And
Okay,
he
but
asked
why
her, he
would
said,
I
"Are
let
you a
somebody like
traditional
him
woman?"
try to
Right.
disrespect
And-
me and you ain't no
And
traditional
G, that's the
man
point.
either?
You can't dunk
Man,
on
fuck
bitches,
that.
shit on them, talk all that shit, and then drop a nugget and then be like, yeah, you see, how you gonna pick that up if you just insulted me for 5 minutes before you drop that jewel?
No,
Like,
he-
fuck
no,
you.
no, no.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he
Like,
be going
yeah, they
hard.
be
Nah,
dropping,
nah, he be-
they
yeah,
be dropping
yeah,
good
yeah.
points
If
here
you're
and
gonna
there.
drop a jewel, drop
But
a jewel, but you need to.
you gotta hear mad
Yeah,
bullshit
drop-
to get to it, and it's
yeah.
like you could get that from anywhere, my nigga. You could have,
No, yeah.
I could have
You
got
gotta
that
work on that
without
part. I'm not
listening to
gonna lie.
all that.
And
That's
then
what
he
I'm
got
saying.
canceled.
There's
That's why
nothing
he got canceled.
special
if you're gonna
about
drop
them.
drop a jewel, but don't sit there and turn around and then that 5-minute span just insult me the
doesn't
whole time. How
matter,
you supposed to
yeah.
get anything out of that?
Yeah.
I agree.
And
Yeah.
don't get it twisted. Sometimes that might be necessary. There'll be
Oh,
some
it is.
hard-headed people where
Nah, it
sometimes,
is.
sometimes
It is.
you might have to be a little harsh or aggressive. But that's
But
all
now
they
people
do.
you don't know.
But
But you think he knows them at that table?
No. That's what I said. That's what I
He
said.
talk-
Now
he-
people you
no,
don't
I
know.
feel like
He talk-
for them, though, sometimes
like-
it's needed. But it's
He's
like
wrestling.
they do it to
He's
everybody, and then it's not even just that. It's not just dunking on the women. The advice they give on a regular, and they stand on it like that's for everybody, and it's regular advice, and they
Yeah.
spit it like, yo, this is it. This is 100%, and this is what you got to
Yeah.
do. And they talking.
They literally
First
be
of all,
saying
they
that,
in
though.
Miami. Let's
That's
not
crazy.
forget this.
And they
How
in
many
Miami,
dudes is in
though.
Miami?
Miami's
All
a
right.
whole nother
Now
ballgame.
y'all got to remember, this is
That's
advice
like
for
a whole-
everybody.
yeah,
This is
it's a
meant for
whole
men
ballgame.
everywhere. Whether you in Ohio,
We in New York,
Iowa,
nigga.
wherever. This for everybody. So
We in
first
New
of all,
York.
they in Miami.
We in New
Then
York.
they buy the clubs, and then they got money. But this is advice for everybody. Whether you making $20,000 or you making 6 figures, bro. That's not realistic. You know, if you really trying to put men on game, then put them on game and
Be
let
real.
them know, like, yo, if you doing this, you can move like this. But if you not, you can't
You
move
can't
like
do
this.
that.
So to me, their whole shit is just a grift. That's why I'm like, I don't fuck with them.
So I have one more. Like I said the part about like I said.
Random quote,
lot
some of the
things
points.
I agree with. He
Of what he said.
Yeah, one time he was saying how women have more choices than men.
Yes, that's a fact.
He said there's not that many fat guys that can have a pretty girl. Hold on, Dallas. There's not that many fat guys that can have a pretty girlfriend or a girl, right?
Nah, it's a lot of fat
Right?
motherfuckers that got all
He
the
said
bitches.
there's a lot of women that could really choose men.
But geez, this is
That's
what
the truth.
this is what
There's more
video
women
dude.
than-
This is
there's
what
more
video
women
dude
than
was
us,
trying to
bro.
say when he said Andrew Tate
That's a
School.
fact.
That
There's
kind
more
of
women
that kind
than
of
us.
advice is like, yo, if you want
like,
to.
literally.
That ain't even advice. You're right. That's not even advice.
What video
That's a
dude was
statement.
saying is like that kind of
Hold on.
advice is like,
Hold
yo,
on.
you wanna be happy, make a lot of money. You wanna have a good time, go on lots of vacations.
It's that
Like that's
simple.
generic ass
Well,
advice that
having a good life
anybody
is going on a
could
lot of
just
vacation, but
yeah,
okay.
but anyone could just say that. But nigga, what about the hows, the who's, the whens? Easy to just say like, yo, you wanna be excited, make money. You wanna be happy, sleep with a lot of women. But how? You making 6 figures, you doing whatever. You skipped a lot of steps.
It's a
you know,
lot of
you
steps
skipped a
before
lot of
that,
steps.
bro.
That's like after we make it, me telling people like, yo, you can live in the mansion just like us, make it make sense, boys.
Yeah.
Start a
Yeah.
podcast.
Nah,
That's
Why
it.
does
Nah,
that
you gotta
remind
put
me
in
of
work.
that Family
And then just
Guy?
pose.
Yeah, you gotta just pose like-
what about the rest?
yeah, like
You ain't see the grind and everything.
You
I
ain't
get it.
You,
Nah.
yeah, when we
From
was
the
setting
beginning.
up, fighting with the old video people and like everything.
Fighting with each other.
So
Yeah,
that's
we're
my
trying to
biggest
get shit
complaint is that I just don't feel like they're giving the whole.
yeah.
Like Kevin Samuels, I feel like he gave Kevin Samuels was more real.
Okay,
The biggest point you said, Dallas, was they in Miami.
they in Miami.
The girl she's around.
Miami is
Just
different.
like us
All of
talking in New York is
I
different.
don't know.
People
This
can't
is-
follow.
if we-
Everyone
this
can't
is
follow what
YouTube,
we say
so
in New
anywhere
York.
in the world right
Because we
now-
could just go outside right now and see girls and be like, yo,
Literally,
just
right
like
now.
that.
'Cause we in New
In
York,
other
we on
places,
like-
they
we-
might have
we-
to make
we
a
in the
whole
hood.
plan just to see any women, you know?
But in Miami, just so you know, all around the world, it's a different ball game. If
Miami's
you've never been to Miami,
different.
at least take a little like
That's a different ball football
couple
game.
days down there to go to Miami. It's
That's
different. Just let y'all know. You feel me?
like at all.
Miami's the
It is.
He's out there.
He over here.
He's literally out there with
Well, all the models, everybody want to go down there and
and I don't
get your
mean it
BBLs
in a
to get.
disrespectful way.
But
he's out there with a lot of gold diggers. He out there really for girls out there trying to chase dudes with.
And we said that because do you agree or disagree with this, Red? Because you're a female. Because I think the women go on there for clout. Because I don't see what else they could get out of it. Do you think there's something else for them?
You gotta be going on there for clout.
Just a tag.
No
Just a
way I'm going up there and you disrespecting me like that and think you're walking out on your 2 feet.
Look at them gangsters.
I feel like
because what else do they get?
Like, a lot of them,
and I want to say, you know what? I'm gonna say I asked this question, but I know the answer because I saw something that said one of the women that was on there said. In the chats, they be getting dunked on because if y'all read the chats and they think the dudes be going ham on these broads.
Yeah.
They said their subscriber count went through the roof. Whenever they go on that show, the same dudes that be shitting on them be subscribing to their OnlyFans. So it's probably worth the disrespect.
It's OnlyFans get that bread. Get your bag, baby.
Yeah, and that is
your bag. I respect it. Get your bag. I'm
Self-respect. You going on there to get disrespected just
for the bread, Red. For the bread, Red.
For bread. OFB.
If you care about respect,
Jesus, Red word. If you already taking your clothes off, what's being disrespected with your clothes on?
Not for nothing. If some of these women could get on, you know, on the show and not say nothing, what they gotta do? They don't gotta do nothing. Just sit there because half the women just sit there and say nothing
and get disrespected.
Only like two of them talk. Only like two of them talk and get disrespected. But
and then all the rest of them,
girl that's around the table, none of them really speak.
All you gotta do is plug your social media at the end. Because some of them I have seen defend themselves. They usually get kicked out, but I've seen a few.
Some of them defend themselves. Yeah.
Some
of them like you not that.
Yeah, there's a few, but they get kicked out.
Shut up.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
can I speak?
Yeah, can I speak? Like, I'm speaking now. Yeah, I was like, oh.
One of the girls.
I said my mom would slap the shit out of me. I talked to a female like that. I know what.
She got her own podcast.
Well, there's nothing wrong with nasty content because I don't think they're just I said. I don't think it was just a nasty, but I do think, like we were saying when we started, I think the racism is probably what got them. Because remember, they still have a channel. They're just demonetized. They can't get paid no more. Which, if you can't get paid, it's almost pointless. And that could be the content, though. I'm not gonna lie.
You said the racism, right? I know it wasn't for black people.
That's what it was. That's why I said. That's why I said it could be the content.
The Ku Klux Klan one.
I highly think it was the racism because you can't just go. You can't just go.
Black people don't.
No. But you just can't go. It's not that. It's just the bad press for YouTube. It's your part. They're YouTube partners. You can't be going around with a Ku Klux Klan mask and
you can't do that.
Pushing your hand like you're Hitler, bro. You can't be doing that. That's bad.
You can't do that. That's for everybody in the whole world. That's canceled, bro.
Be ignorant if you want, but these things happen, whether you want to believe it or not.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Educate yourself and read a book.
Read a book, read a motherfucking book. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book.
What you mean not black people?
Not black people.
Not black people what?
You're not going to speak for all
about?
black people in this room. Every last one of us in this
black
room
delegation.
is black, and nobody. You're not speaking for all of us. Speak for you as you being a black person.
What are you talking about?
Are you ready?
Tell me what you're talking about.
I'm talking to her directly.
Don't
All right, go. I want to know.
Let her talk.
I want.
You got lost. You got too so generally confused.
Let her talk. Y'all ready? How many? Y'all ready for this?
You said not black people.
Are y'all ready? How many?
Don't come with no bullshit either.
A black person got canceled.
Oh, he said that black can't do the canceling.
Black people cannot just cancel a person or whatever.
What you talking about?
Because black people, we don't stick together, unfortunately, enough to cancel somebody.
We're not talking about that.
Are you in the same room, bro?
No. So I do.
You know what I said? It's gay. No,
usually I would agree with that. That black people don't necessarily. They don't care about us enough to cancel them over. But that's not all the time because we saw with George Floyd. There are situations where you can't go too far.
You said who?
With George Floyd, you can't go too far. Like, yeah, it takes a lot more to get backlash for doing something to black men or black women than other races. But there is a point. You can go too far. Right. And I do think they've gone too far with their message.
Floyd.
Yeah.
Yes.
In reference to who got canceled from George Floyd.
I'm just saying, like, the cops went too far. Like, yeah, you could kill niggas on camera, like you kill niggas, but you do it on camera, you put your knee in his back, you go too far.
I think
canceling. That's not. I don't feel like that's canceling.
I just use that as an example, saying we're going too far.
Going too far.
That's
I
my point.
think you're a little ignorant in this. I think.
Whoa.
I'm sorry to be a little harsh, but I think you're a little too ignorant in this because this guy. No, listen.
Let's see.
I'm gonna hear you out.
They're YouTube. They are YouTube partners, and YouTube does not want a bad press. So when you go on,
that's what I'm saying. YouTube.
When you go on piss off Big Boss, they're gonna fire you. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go and you know, somebody who's new, who's coming to YouTube, they're like, and they see Fresh and Fit doing the Ku Klux Klan mask, like, oh, YouTube was about this. That's taking away subscribers and stuff, bro. That's pulling away people from YouTube, and they're gonna go to another avenue to get their entertainment.
But the point Jesus is making is they're not the only ones doing that, and everyone doesn't get demonetized.
But it just so happens.
He's trying to say.
You're right. They're not the only ones doing that.
But they got too big.
That Ku Klux Klan stuff, it wasn't that.
But it just so happens
things where it was women complaining.
Right, but it just so happens that they got caught doing it.
Other jokes about different races.
No, but it just so happens that they got caught doing it, and then maybe YouTube was like, "Oh, you need to stop."
How long it took?
I don't know.
5 years.
So we did that. That was about a month ago. We did that topic, right, Red? We did this topic about a month.
It took them a long time.
And they've been going at women for a minute, but it has to be. They didn't say what the reason was, but it has to be one of those two, because that's the only two things they do on their channel. They dunk on women, and they did that little racist tirade. So it must have just went too far, because they're not banned from YouTube. They're just saying we can't pay you for this type of content anymore. Basically, that's what it's saying. We can't pay you for this no more. Well, that this type of content. They only have one content. They're not gonna start doing spelling bees. Like, they content is their content. So
rap battles, right?
Yeah, exactly. So this is what they're saying. We can't pay you to do this no more.
Yeah, that.
This type of shit.
This type of shit.
They were a little hurt. Do anybody feel bad for them before we?
And then that's the equivalent of getting canceled. That's basically getting canceled. That's basically getting canceled.
Because without the payment, it's kind of not worth it. It takes a long time to put a video up. Unless you're gonna try to steer people to your podcast.
Was like, yo, is our career over?
It ain't worth it.
I don't know who was Fresh or Fit, whatever one. He was like, so this is it, bro.
That was.
I don't even know which one is which.
He said, "This is it."
Which one is Fred? The Indian looking one?
The crunchy black is the one on the right. That's the extra black one.
But is that Fit or Fresh? Or they didn't.
That's fresh. That's supposed to be fresh.
Neither one of them are Fit.
The skinny one. The skinny
Abu
one.
Dhabi nigga is the
Abu Dhabi
on the left.
The light skin.
Yes, Fit.
Like the name, Fresh and Fit. That's dope.
I mean,
like, that's kind of
except for what is fresh about Blackie?
No. That's the name.
He's fresh though. That's fresh.
Like I said, when I had to ask you which one was which. Like,
and then the NBA story, and then the NBA, and then the basketball player story. He didn't even say. I don't even think he said NBA.
I ain't seen him be fresh once.
Yeah.
What NBA story?
Nah, but I'm having it.
Yeah, it's a long story. We'll get back to it.
But you follow their content though.
No, I don't.
But that story though is not on Fresh. Like, that was on his separate channel. Yeah, like that story I seen separate.
And I see clips.
You don't watch shit. You scroll. That's exactly close
Infinite scroll.
I never like.
If y'all tell me to watch it, then I watch.
You don't need to watch them.
I'll be like, oh,
what?
what?
I'm not watching nothing that.
You're not watching it because it don't got a fat ass in it, right?
I don't watch them either, but I see them
I didn't know which one was fresh. But
I ain't gonna hold you, G's.
But I did.
We've been a year and you still don't even know which one is Offset and which one is Takeoff.
Get off the couch.
No, I don't.
You gotta get out.
I don't listen to
He don't.
I think you need to go back into the cave that you came out of for the rest of the episode.
Listen, I don't know if y'all know we do music.
I'm not listening to Migos CD. I probably die listening to.
Man, you probably listen to Migos CD because the girl you trying to smash is listening to Migos CD.
I think the audience knows you don't listen to by how many times you foxed up their names.
Yeah,
I think the audience knows too.
I got. Listen,
I don't know.
Listen, America. I'm gonna put him on. I'm gonna put him on.
We will get on that.
Between here, I'm gonna send him some music.
We ain't doing that.
So listen, we about to get ready to get up out of here. Just like the last time we did the 4-man weave, this shit went long, bro. For episode 32, before we get out of here, I want everyone to go around the room, give you guys their shout outs, give them their tags or whatever, and then get us out of here. So go ahead.
No rapid fire?
Nah.
Today?
We've been going
All right,
long.
I'm running G's. That's it. Holla at me. I ain't going through
Still
all that.
great picture.
I ain't going through all that.
At Too Serious, you already know what time it is. Follow me on everything, man. We got a lot of music and content coming out, so hey, check.
Oh yeah, one thing I want to say for the fans.
He's awoken.
We have a movie coming out, and
Anyway, I got a YouTube account. That's all. I see y'all in 2 weeks.
Follow but don't follow.
Yeah, follow but don't follow. Heavy on the don't follow.
I'm gonna close this out, but before I close this out, real quick, Jeez, explain to the listening audience why you was Weekend at Bernie's dead for the first 30 minutes of the podcast, because I'm gonna have to give an explanation.
It's cool.
Wrap it up real quick.
So basically, I had my kid's birthday, happened to fall on a Sunday. Then I had to go visit Mama Love. We had a family reunion. I ain't seen my mom in a little while, you know. But I'm back like a crack, never left.
Also, drink responsibly.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
And just like I told G's how you control everything in the editing room, I'm just gonna delete all of that and put cocaine is a hell of a drug after I asked him that question.
You can't do that. They be like,
Nigga gonna get fired today. But listen, it's your boy Cash here with Tuso.
You already know.
G's for like 20 minutes. Red the whole time. And we appreciate you guys for joining us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that to all the platforms. You know where to catch us, hear us. We appreciate you guys and make it make sense, y'all.
I love y'all.
I don't even want to hear it. I said I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Death for all of them broke niggas with money calling coherent. I don't even want to hear it. I said I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Death for all of them broke niggas with money calling coherent.
I don't even wanna hear it. Ain't about money, I'm DEF. Get thrown out the crib like Jazzy, JEFF. That money call, better pick it up. Yo, bitch calling, I ain't picking up. Ain't no such thing as beginner's luck. You wanna fuck smart or be rich as fuck. We blow money like it's in a Dutch. Wanna fuck with bread, then nigga roll with us. That bulge that's in my pocket, yeah, bitch, that's just my wallet. And I got direct deposit. My account is so damn brolic. If I wanna make withdrawals, hit the boxes in my closet. Dough talks, I hear guapanese. Gotta watch the rats when it comes to cheese. Can't hear you though, talk louder please. I'm Helen Keller, it ain't about the cheddar. So tell me what they talking. I'm Phantomin' while they walking. They think I'm talking spirits. These broke niggas just can't hear them. Damn.
I don't even want to hear it. I said I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Death for all of them broke niggas with money calling coherent. I don't even want to hear it. I said I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Death for all of them broke niggas with money calling coherent. Niggas soaking money, nigga, I don't hear a thing. We shining year round, something like wedding rings. But we supposed to do it. Niggas spitting flame and we close to fluid. Pop tart niggas, man, we toasting shooters in the morning. While we yawning, they breakfast, we supposed to chew on mama feast. These souls are stuck to them streets. Never scuff for them Timbs, but it's dirt up all in them cleats. I preach, I don't wanna hear it, niggas all lame. They on the sideline, but screaming ball game I teach. Bitch train, no leash. She learn today, long dick for your leech. That's cheeks, when she suck 'em off. Need a flaw, head to wall. Talk a ball, but I cut 'em off. Fuck 'em all, I don't wanna hear it. I don't even wanna hear it. I said I don't even wanna hear it. I don't even wanna hear it. Death for all of them broke niggas with money calling coherent. I don't even wanna hear it. I said I don't even wanna hear it. I don't even wanna hear it. Death for all of them broke niggas with money calling coherent.